Today, on a slightly late episode of The Grid, it's our annual holiday gear guide. Plus, we have a very special guest. Terry White is going to be joining us with some of his gift guide picks, like we do every year. And also, we are going to announce the winners of the Worldwide Photo Walk. So it's going to be a very busy day on The Grid. Mr. Kuna is here. We've got some cool giveaways, including a very cool brand new book. And it all starts in just 26.3 seconds. Let's go.
The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Hey, welcome to The Grid, everybody. Scott Kelby here, and Erik Kuna is here, and standing by.
Yeah.
At a moment's notice is the Vice President of Gear Giving, Mr. Terry White. So don't go away. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Actually,
hey, Terry.
I'm not sure he would be the Vice President. I think he would be like the CEO.
Yeah, he might actually be the president of
he might be the king.
Gear Giving. He is the master. So we're gonna see that one to you. But good to see you, Terry. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Great to be here on our annual gear, just veg out.
Yeah, dude.
Gear guy.
I don't remember
stuff.
the last time Terry wasn't in this gear guide. I don't know how many years you'd have to go back to find out what year. Because Terry always has the best stuff. All year long, I'm in a significantly lower tax bracket because of Terry. Because I keep
Hey, we keep the economy going.
Yes, you do. You single-handedly keep the Georgia gross domestic product quite high there. Anyway, we're glad you're here, Terry. We're glad you guys are here watching us. We've got the Worldwide Photo Walk that is coming up here in a second. We're going to announce the winners, which is always exciting. And then we're going to go through our holiday gear guide. Now, I'm having some connection issues with our studio, so I'm going to give this a shot and try to connect
another way.
Different way. So for some reason, when I plug my HDMI cable into my laptop, my laptop freezes. My screen goes black for a while. Then it kind of goes gray for a while, and it may or may not come back.
And it's totally unexplainable because I can take the same cable, plug it in over here.
Yeah, he takes the cable, plugs into his, it works fine. So I have another way I can go into the board, and I've got to find it. There it is. Let's see if this works.
Now,
They'll let
you
me know
see
if they can see my screen here.
Yeah. Wirelessly.
It's very possible. They got it. All right, they got my screen.
Let's try this.
All right, so real quickly, before we get into the winners, we have some just housekeeping to do because we've got some giveaways today. I've also got my new fall shirt. This is more of my fall collection. This one's Roland with the keys from the Roland 808 drum machine on the front.
Oh,
which
yeah,
is kind of
old school.
Going old school. Ain't no school like the old school. All right. So
what are we giving away?
What are we giving away?
Well, first we got a Platypod disc that we're giving away.
We got the Platypod
you saw that, that's a great attachment for your Platypod. And then we're also giving away a new book.
Brand new.
This is Victoria Pavlov's Adobe Firefly book. So all about Adobe Firefly. Well, you can tell them about
Firefly is the technology behind all that generative fill and generative expand and all of that. So it's a whole book on creating your own art using Adobe Firefly. Adobe Firefly is actually a website that you go to, but it's the same technology and all that. That's where the technology was born there, and then it was moved into Photoshop
So it's really
later.
Cool book because it talks to you about how to create prompts for the AI. Right. So that's
and
really
that's
cool.
That's the whole
That's
thing.
the secret to
that's
AI.
The secret.
If you want right now, the secret to AI is prompting.
Now, if you don't win the book, you can still go buy it. You can buy it at Amazon or wherever fine books are sold. There it is right there. That's the book, and that's the one we're giving away today. So thank you for Victoria for letting us have a copy to be able to give away.
And we're giving away a copy of the How Do I Do That in Photoshop book by this guy called Scott Kelby.
I don't know.
Right.
And don't let the fact that it's the top new release and it's been out for months influence you in any way.
And then look at this, another book, Adobe Photoshop book for digital photographers by that same author.
This guy's prolific.
Yeah, going everywhere. So we've got those two books. We've got the Firefly book. We've got the Platypod disc. Plus, we're giving away V-Flat from V-Flat World. So one lucky Grid viewer is going to win that. That is for U.S. shipping only, so just have to have a U.S. shipping address. And then we're also be giving away a copy of Retouch for Me is got their Mattify, and they're giving away their Mattify plugin. If you didn't see that before, you can go back a few weeks ago. We did a whole episode on Retouch for Me, and just amazing stuff.
Killer.
Amazing stuff.
Amazing, crazy stuff.
So to enter that contest or enter the contest for any of those prizes, what do? All you got to do is leave us a comment, tell us what you'd like to win, and then also in the comments, tell us where you're from. Also, if you have any questions about any of the gear we're talking about, just leave a question or a question in the comments.
Yep, and we have people tuning in from all over today, and including fans of Terry White. Paul says, "Yay, Terry! Love Terry." Doug says, "Hello, Terry," and people are just saying hi.
Yeah.
And happy Thanksgiving.
So we have some winners.
We
for
do.
The photo walk. We got to get to that.
We're going to announce the winners. So now that we've got all that stuff out of the way, we're going to announce the winners of our worldwide photo walk.
Yes.
All right.
Got to wirelessly connect things
We
in.
are ready to go with our wireless connection. All right.
Let's hope.
So
there it is.
Let us begin. I like the way it's got a little, like, look at the top. My computer, it needs something. Anyway, for those of you who are not familiar with the Worldwide Photo Walk, this is its 14th year, 13th, 14th year.
It's a lot of years.
It's a lot of years. It's something like that.
I think it's 13.
13th.
I think it's 13th.
We do it in cities all over the world, literally. And what our goal is to raise, well, to bring photographers together. It's a social event, but also to raise money for the Springs of Hope Kenya Orphanage in Nakuru, Kenya. And every year that the orphanage, counts on us and our support, and people do. People show up big time and donate. We ask everybody that walks to just donate $1, but people donate way more than $1. Some people donate $1,000. Some people donate $5,000. It's crazy, but it's a wonderful, wonderful cause. It's a very small orphanage. I think they now house 52 kids full time, and then they feed a whole lot more. All right. Anyway. Without further ado, we're first going to look at 10 finalists. So these are 10 finalists that were right up there. And let me tell you, the judging is so hard. And let me tell you that one thing
this year was really hard.
One thing that's very hard for me to do is to keep in mind that to not only pick photos that are just different from where I'm from.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's so many photos from all over the world, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool, and sometimes it's not because it's a great photo, it's just from somewhere else.
It's exotic to you.
It's exotic to me.
It's like, and that is a problem in photography, where
tough.
You see something. I shoot something like that. I shoot rockets, and there's a lot of bad shots of rockets that people will see and just go, well, it's a cool shot of a rocket just because it's a shot of a rocket.
Yeah.
Just because it's from Egypt and it looks really cool, and
there's always people that win from Egypt. Egypt is they're really big on the photo walk, and you always see. I love to see the group photos.
Philippines
from Egypt.
is another one,
the Philippines, another one, huge. Germany usually turns up big. The
Germany.
UK, Canada. Anyway, another thing that is challenging about judging this thing is that some people turn in photos that were not taken during the photo walk. But you can't, we'll send them a note and say, are you sure you took this? Oh, yes. And
we'll look at the metadata and all that. But
and we do. We look at the metadata and stuff, but,
it's hard.
I don't know where they had their photo walk sometimes. But we try to do the best we can, but it's still very challenging. So these are 10 finalists, and then we have our grand prize winner. Then we're going to look at some honorable mentions. All right. So let's go through the finalists. These are 10 finalists that were up for the awards. All right.
Oh, speaking of Egypt.
Speaking of Egypt, right there, Eamon Arab from Al Masala, Shirak, Egypt.
Yeah, I love that image.
Oh, it's a very cool shot. There's like multiple layers of stuff going on here, because you've got the bus, and then you have this kind of opening in the reflection in the glass, and then you have the little girl, and
because everybody is looking a certain way, and then you're getting the girl looking perfectly.
Right. Yeah. And all the colors that work so well together, like that one window is orange and all the rest are blue. It's just It's just a very and whether they did that in post, if they did it in post, my hat's off to
Good
you.
on you. Yeah.
Like, well done.
Yeah.
You did that right. But anyway, it's very nicely
Just has
done.
a lot of cool elements to it.
It really does. I think it's a terrific shot all the way around. Here's another one. This one I particularly like. This is from Janine Petrie.
I love these type of images.
And this has got a very artistic flair to it. You can see a lot of movement and it's just, this is, I love that they went in a very artistic mode instead of just saying, here's what was there that day. They went in a very artistic look, and I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, and when you put that in the frame like you did in your presentation there, it looks, that would be something you'd hang on your wall.
Oh yeah,
it's like a fine art.
I think it's terrific. It's got a great eye and a great artistic treatment. I think the treatment is really what makes that one, but very, very nice image. Next we have this one. This one's from Springfield, Missouri, Chuck Bruton and
shadows
or Bruton. But it's the shadows.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a great leading lines that lead you into this photo, right? I mean, there's technically a lot of good things that are happening here. And I love the sky, how instead of, it being top to bottom with the highlight and the shadow, the highlight is on the right and it moves to the left. I love just the light in the photo is really, really great. This is one of those photos that just draws you right in, and I think he did.
Yeah, it has all those elements. It's sucking you in with those leading lines, all that stuff.
A really, really nice job. So congratulations, Chuck. All right, and here we have one from
Turkey.
Murapatsa, Turkey. And I love how solemn this is. I love the reflection on the ground. This would be a good picture without the man in the photo, but that one person in the photo,
one person does it,
really, really makes it. Of course, you see his reflection as well, and there's very interesting lighting. There's interesting color. It's subdued color, but that blue reflection on the ground, I think, really kind of helped make this shot all the way around. But very nicely done from the photo walk in Muratpasa, Turkey. Yeah, I'm going to be mispronouncing people's names and where they're from. In fact,
apologize
his name
in advance.
Is Özgür Sekmen. So from Muratpasa, Turkey. But very, very nicely done shot. Next is this interesting one from Justin Bajay in Surigao, Philippines. The Philippines always show up big.
Yeah,
the
they're always in the running.
Have a lot of photo walks, and they've got a lot of good photographers. This is another one where the reflection really makes it, but also the colors that the little boy is wearing. He's wearing a perfect three colors: that kind of aqua blue, and then the yellow and the pink sunglasses.
Pink sunglasses, and then the gesture. It's just the gesture, and catching him at that moment because that's hard to catch in that moment, right?
Yeah, no, this is terrific, and the low shooting angle too is really, really big. The fact that he shot it from a low angle, obviously, it looks great in the reflection, and the reflection could be real. The reflection could be something he added. Either way, it's really terrific. It's well done, just all the way around. This one I really loved. This one is, again, a very artistic treatment. It's from Michiku Nishijima. I'm sorry.
Michiku Nishijima? Something like that.
From Oromoto, Canada. And I love this. This is another one, like Erik said earlier, framed on the wall. Yeah. It has a great artistic feel. It's got movement. You can tell that it's trees, but it's not, just here's a tree.
Yeah, like you can tell what it is, but it's got that movement. And I love how it's that up and down movement where it's got one movement to it.
Yep. And the coloring. The coloring all works so well together. It's just a very, very nice artistic interpretation. Nicely done. Very, very nicely. Next, we've got another interesting one. Looks like another window through the window shot. Mohammed Amin Sharafiana from Kermanshah, Iran. Iran is another place that we get a lot of photo walks. There's a lot of photographers in Iran. I'm friends with a couple of photographers who are living now in the U.S. but are both from Iran. And they've got a lot of very, very talented photographers. And they do a lot of photo walks.
Yep.
And so this is one here.
I'm always a sucker for these shots where there's people in it looking, but then you have that one person that's making the eye contact with the camera. I'm always a sucker for that.
I'm with you. This next one is really interesting. It's the old hanging fish shot.
But the
James
lighting,
Nico
look at the
Gallardo.
lighting. That's some of the best lighting on fish ever.
That's one of the best. Those are the best lit fish of the year from Naha in the Philippines. Philippines is getting it done again. But I think it's just a really fascinating shot. I really like it. I think it looks great, and I'm all about this shot. So well done. This was really right in the running there. All right, and let's see where we're at now. This is one you don't see very often. It is hard to get a good shot of pigeons, but Norman Lowe from Newport in the United Kingdom in the UK did it. And I think this is really, you know what it is? Part of it is the symmetry.
Yes.
If the bird on the right was turned around the same way, it wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's because they're opposites. It's like that opposite reflection. Yeah, it's really cool.
I think it's just really, and let me tell you, it is hard to get a good shot of a pigeon. I've seen a million of them, and they're always like, eh. And this one caught me right off the bat. I think it's very, very nicely done. Next one, this one really, I think, is very interesting. So this is a very, very well executed shot for freezing the motion of the subject. So they're panning with the subject, but still getting the motion of the background. This is from Randy Seaman from St. Augustine, Florida, here in the USA.
Yeah, and very hard.
That's very hard to do.
Because you can see the cars behind blurred out like that, and the ground. I mean, there's tracking that ballerina in flight as they're going. A perfect job.
So those are our 10 finalists, which is great. And now we're going to reveal the grand prize winner. So this is the grand prize winner of 2023. And it's an image that I kept coming back to. And I've shown this photo to a lot of people, and everybody's drawn to it. But it's not the typical type of photo that would win a contest, which is, makes it even more interesting for me. And it's a winner from a place we've never had a winner before. So congratulations to Ivan Vidania from Ciudad Juarez, Mexico.
Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. I've been there, actually.
That's a very popular place for photographers.
Yep.
Like, I know the Santa Fe Workshop and a number of other people actually do workshops there. And it's so
interesting.
Yeah. And this, the guy sitting inside, it's, you know what it is? This photo has so many layers. What's the story? Yeah. I mean, there's just so much going on. It tells the story. It's got layers. It's lighting, unusual. It makes you want to know what's going on. It's got great color. It's got great composition. It's got the whole package. And it is, like I said, this is very different than the kind of, so a lot of what win photo competitions are fine art photos, right? That's, very often you'll see fine art. And this, I think, slips into the fine art category, but it's not. When you think of fine art photography, we think of those trees, or the other shot that was, very artistic and all. But I'm telling you, this shot, the more you look at it, the more it reveals itself. This is a really
you just want to go meet that shop owner. You want to just figure it out.
Yeah,
there's
what are they
story
selling? What's
to there,
going on?
and then the lighting on them. The lighting on them is great.
This shot is so well done from beginning to end. So congratulations to Ivan Vidania from. Sounds like a Russian name, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Ciudad?
Ciudad Juarez.
Okay, there you go. Go by what he said. But anyway,
right over the border by El Paso.
I also have some honorable mentions, and these are ones that did not win a prize, but they were so good I thought they deserved recognition. I'll go through them very quickly. So there's a lot of good shots here.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if this is from Loveland, Ohio, or there's another Loveland someplace else. Yeah. There's two Lovelands in America.
Yeah, they got the patterns and then that one leaf set. Yeah.
Yeah, the leaf is what makes it.
Yeah, the leaf.
That one leaf is like, it's just great colors and interesting composition. This one, and we know this guy.
Oh, Stu.
Stu's got a killer
Yeah,
shot there at the
one of
Capitol.
That's the best reflection I've seen in the Capitol. Holy moly.
That is. I don't know how we got that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They
if
would
it
have been
just
just
rained
perfect night of rain. I don't know.
I don't know, but it's one of the better shots of the
That's
Capitol
one of the
I've
better.
ever seen. This one I really liked from Nürnberg, Germany. And I think it's just a great juxtaposition of the way the house turns on the left side.
And the way the shadow runs down at the diagonal shadow.
The diagonal shadow, and it looks like the sky has been got bleach bypass on it. I love that shot. This is another one that I really, really liked. Has a great artistic, a little bit of a slower shutter speed.
Right by us, Vero
from
Beach.
Amy Weidenhoft here in Vero Beach, Florida, not far from here.
Yeah.
This is a cool shot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but it's in Egypt. And that's the framing of this
Frame
shot.
within a frame.
Somebody was really trying here.
Yeah.
They were trying to make this shot happen, and I think they did. So, well done.
Yeah.
And you know what? These shots are so good. From this one from Kuala Lumpur.
Ooh, I like that.
These are so good. You can make a case for any of these being a finalist. These are really good. That's why I'm honoring them, because these are really, really great shots. This one from Uruguay.
Oh, look at that leading line right to him. Yeah.
Yep. Very interesting. This is a great overhead shot from Shenzhen, China.
Oh, there's another highlight shadow diagonal right through.
Yep, the diagonal. Very, very nice. And the rider's perfectly lit. Here's another one from the Philippines.
Fixing the net.
Yep. Very nice. Great lighting here, and
there's
another
lighting.
storytelling
Light shadows, yeah.
type of shot from Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates.
Wow, yeah, there's so many good ones.
There's so many good ones. I know it's ridiculous to try to narrow it down. This one is from Kataman in the Philippines. Jonathan Samante Sekman. Very, very nice. This one looks great. That bridge in the background looks like, identical to the Sunshine Skyway Bridge here in St. Petersburg, Florida, but that is Cebu City in the Philippines.
Oh, yeah, that does look like the Skyway Bridge.
It looks just like this guy.
Yeah.
Probably the same architect. This one from Plock, Poland. And if you're wondering, this could have been someone on the photo walk. This could have been someone that they saw and asked them to pose. This could have been a model they hired, you can do that as well. This one, another one from the Philippines.
Yep.
Philippines show up big every year. Irene Calder. This one's another one with a lot of depth
Oregon
and a lot of
City.
stuff
Yeah.
going on, and a lot of
Oregon.
blinking screen.
Yeah, but look at you got the reflections. Oh, you got the reflections and the shadow. I don't know, something that's not liking about that screen.
I don't know if that's our monitor or the stream,
Yeah.
but I got a feeling it's the stream. Just a couple more. This one from Zabka Andres in Rybnik, Poland. I think this is a really interesting shot.
Yeah, that is.
Now, I doubt that's someone standing there. That's probably an advertisement in a window or something. But still, the fact that they
Still makes you want to go.
thought to take
what is
it.
this?
Just a couple more. Here's one. I thought this was very interesting. Very, very nice close up, like a macro shot. If you can see it.
I think we might have lost it. Might need to just exit out and come back in.
All right, give me a second here to do that. Let me exit out and come back in. Don't move, don't breathe, don't make a sound. Do you guys have that? Maybe?
Close
No.
out of it. Did it close out?
Don't have it?
No. Try to exit out. Did the program close?
All right, hang on. This program or the
No, this one.
this one? All right,
Yeah.
let's
Close it out and then come
quit
back
out
in
of
there.
that and then relaunch.
Yeah. See if relaunching helps. It's like rebooting.
See if we have any luck there. Anything in the control room?
Anything? Bueller. It's flashing.
Well, still,
Yeah.
at least I
There.
can see it even if
There.
it flashes.
You can freeze your screen now. Now. That's cool.
There, that's a nice one from Julia.
Yeah.
New Gloucester, Maine.
Right?
Don't get many strangers around these parts. Up in Maine. There's a nice one from Torreon, Mexico. Thought this was a really nice shot. If you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see it. You see it, but do
I
they
do. It's
see
great.
it?
It's great.
Oh.
Oh, well.
You know what? We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll see if we can see. I think we only have 2 shots left to see, but they deserve to be seen. So we're going to see if we can figure this out on the break. When we come back, we're going to do our holiday gear guide. We're going to hopefully look at these 2 shots, and then we are going to
Yeah, that's
bring
it.
Terry White on.
Yeah.
What? Stick around. We'll be right back.
Well, hi everybody, and welcome to beautiful London, England, where I'm doing a very, very special class. I'm very excited about this class because it's something very different, very unique. It's about creating travel photography that has a personal connection to something you love. So that's the whole idea, because think about it, a lot of people will go to a city again and again, like we're here in London. I've been coming to London since I was 24 years old. So for the last 10 years, I've been coming to London. Anyway, long story short is, I've got the shots of Big Ben, and I've got the shots of the London Eye and the Thames River and all that stuff. I've got it to death. But when I come to London, I can do something special. I can use something that I care about and then go and shoot it, and that becomes my story when I get back. So I'm shooting for a passion that I have. So my passion might be flowers, so I come to London and what I'm shooting are all the amazing gardens. What if my passion is museums? Well, there's 170 of them here. What if it's music? I could be at the Royal Albert Hall, or the great music stores, or the places where the Beatles played back in the day, or where they literally bought their guitars. I could do a whole story on all that kind of stuff. And that's what this class is about, is taking something you love and adding it to something else you love. You're marrying travel and your interests and photography. It's a hit. So you got to come and watch my brand new class. It's on creating personal connection in your travel images, and it's only here at Kelby One.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
Hey, we are back. Scott's here. Eric's here.
Well,
Terry is standing by.
And the more important thing is we got your computer to work.
We got my computer to work. All right, let's take a look. This is the one that was blinking like we want to see that one. That's a lovely shot, I think, from Julie. And let me go back to so you can see the other one we were talking about. That's this one. That was very nice. That was the one where, we thought that has to be there permanently. That's really nice. Julie's shot is very, very nice. This one I really like. This is the one from Torreon, Mexico.
It's hard. Like you said, you could argue a lot of these. And that's, I think, what was hard in the judging. There's so many good images.
And this one is from Emily Chow.
Speaking of pigeons, there's another one.
I know it's a good shot right here. Emily,
2 pigeon shots in 1 year.
Right, 2 pigeon shots in 1 year, and one made the finals and one made the thing. Anyway, but congratulations to everyone. Thanks for everyone who donated and who were a part of this year's photo walk. It's always a lot of fun, and we're very grateful. All righty, Mr. Kuna has news.
Yeah, we got some big offers coming up. So our cyber deals have been launched. So if you go over to kelby1.com, you can see right here we have a bunch of different. We have like a big membership deal going on right now. Oh, look at it, and I think my screen's doing it. Yeah, my screen's doing the same thing. So you might have to bring it up. If you go to kelby1.com,
I can do that.
If you go to kelby1.com, anyways, we have a deal where you can get a membership. We also have Photoshop bundle that you can get with that membership, as well as a cyber bundle. So there's all these things that you get.
There it is.
One low price that you can become a member. So really cool that we are able to offer this stuff. It's one of those things where we try to make the cyber deal the best deal of the year. So we have the most stuff in there.
It's the most
all
stuff
the
we've ever
freebies,
given.
everything. So
Ever.
if you're looking like for a one-stop shop for starting your photography education, this is where to go.
Now, see all those prices? You
Yep.
don't pay those prices. It looks like you pay those prices.
Yep.
It
You
looks-
pay $199,
Right.
but you get all that other stuff included in that $199.
Yeah. That doesn't look good though, does it? It looks like you could either pay $174 or $199 or $299 or $239, but you don't pay any of those.
Nope. You pay $199.
I bet we get that fixed right after the show. Because that looks bad.
So the other thing we have is we have a new membership for the people that are Kelby One members already. We have a new membership for them. So
That's right. We kicked off this thing called the Kelby One VIP membership. We kicked it off just last week, and we only have 200 slots total, right? And we have tens of thousands of members, and now we've got this other one, and we sold the first 100 in the first day. There are only 34 spots left, and then it is sold out. So if you want to become a Kelby One VIP member, and there's a lot more to learn about it, because it comes with all kinds of stuff, including an invitation to our retreat. So we're doing an exclusive retreat for just VIP members. That's going to be here in Tampa next summer. And it's just, 3 days of fun. It's a whole weekend trip of just fun and chicken sandwiches and other foods you're not supposed to eat.
And yeah, that's where you're going to get all that stuff that you included there. You also get all access to our conferences. You get everything as far as the overall membership already. So you're already getting the pro membership, but on top of that, then you're getting one-on-one, or you're getting the portfolio review. You're also getting coaching sessions from
it's
Scott.
a crazy value.
Yeah, I mean, there's just
we
so
try
much
to
in
load it up with value. It really is.
So go
an
check it
unbelievable
out.
value.
It's kelby1.com/VIP. So very easy. kelby1.com/VIP. There's only 34 spots left. We actually did sell out. We had a launch. We sold out of that launch in like 1 day.
Yep.
Now there's only 34 spots. And once those 34 spots fill up, it's filled up. Well, this is going to be a small group of people. Those
Yeah, that's
34
the whole
spots fill
idea.
up, and it's gone. So
Yeah, the whole idea is it's a very small, closed, private group that do things together, and there's more to it than we're giving you now.
yeah, and Tim is saying amazing images from the photo walk. The Kelby One community is the best. It's a wonderful to be part of such a talented and positive group of photographers, and the Kelby One membership is the best value in the interwebs.
Thank you,
So
Tim.
there you go. And Stu is saying, which we saw one of Stu's images
saw
in
one
the
of Stu's
final,
images here.
is I was going to say that this Thanksgiving, one thing that I'm thankful for is I was lucky to find mentors like Scott and Erik and everyone at Kelby One. It's honored to be such a wonderful surprise today. Thank you so much. So we thank you.
Absolutely.
Stu.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's paying off. So there you go.
All righty. Now that we've got all that out of the way, let's talk about some holiday gifts. Standing by, let's let Terry start, because Terry always has the best stuff, and then we can fill
Yes.
in the holes. So,
Yes.
Terry, you still there? There
I
he
am
is.
still here.
All right, Terry. Hey, Terry, is that a
Hey, everybody.
is that a creepy mannequin behind you?
That's Dot. We
That's-
call her Dot because she's wearing a polka dot dress.
I see that. That's really
That's Dot.
creepy. Do you ever walk in that room at night with the lights out and freak out?
Never.
Dude,
Because Dot doesn't move. She's always in the same spot. Now, if Dot was in a different spot, then I'd freak out.
man, your wife should move it just to mess with you. That would be wild. What a
That
great
would mess
prank.
with me. That would mess with me.
That would be a
Imagine
great
if you
prank.
open the door and she's standing right there.
Oh, yeah. yeah. There'd be a cleanup on aisle 5. All right. So, Terry, it's holiday time, and we're loose with money.
It is holiday time.
What are we looking at?
Well, how loose are we?
Well, we can do anything from stocking stuffers to
Well, let's
value
just- yeah.
price stuff. Like when I write a gear guide. I've written it for 18 years for Photoshop User Magazine. It comes out December 1st. You're going to get a preview of it today. But I have 3 categories, Terry. I've got stocking stuffers. I have value price stuff, and then I have a category called Cha-Ching, which is basically aimed at doctors, anesthesiologists, Wall Street hedge fund managers, personal injury attorneys, and that. So any one of those, Terry, stocking stuffers to Cha-Ching.
All right. I have a cha-ching in my hand, but I'm going to hold that one till later.
I think it's good to build
let's
up.
Start with a simple, easy one. And this is something I did in my home studio. My home studio, like most home studios, relatively small, not the biggest space in the world. I'm in it right now. And you can actually see it over my head. I replaced all my light stands with these Neewer boom arms. So it's by the company Neewer, which is spelled Neewer. And I love these because, first of all, they don't take up any floor space. So I'm never having to move a stand out of the way or put sandbags down. Extend, I think, up to some ridiculous amount, like 5 or 6 feet. They go up, they go down. You put your strobes on them, lights on them, whatever you want. You can tilt. It's just articulating all kinds of ways. And I have 4 of these in my studio now.
And they
sell them individually, and they sell them as 2-packs as well.
Oh, that's cool.
That's actually a pretty good price. So
this
has replaced your rolling and moving light stands.
Yes. I have those, put away in case I ever need them again or take them on location. But for day-to-day shooting, day-to-day studio.
Wow, those are
nice.
Really very interesting. All right, I'm liking it. What else?
Yeah, I bought one set and then loved it, and then bought the second set. So now I got all 4.
Gotcha. All righty, we're off to a good start. I like this. What else do we have in Terry's bag of tricks? Holiday bag of tricks.
Well, I have this cha-ching that I haven't even opened yet.
What? It's iPhone 17? Oh, what? Oh, you got the 180 to 6. Come on.
That was one of mine on my list.
That was on Kuna's list. I just saw it on his screen a minute ago.
Always stealing my stuff.
Oh, Terry, talk about this lens.
Well, once he talks about the lens, I'll talk about something.
Okay.
You guys actually inspired it because I never shot air shows before I saw what you guys were doing with it. And I originally bought the Tamron version of it, which works great. Shot my first air show with it. Great lens, but it wasn't native on the Nikon Z cameras.
Right, so it's not a Z
mirrorless cameras
lens.
Right, it's not a Z mount. So it worked perfectly with the adapter. First time I ever used it was actually with the adapter because I got it and never used it until I switched over to mirrorless. So lens worked great. But I wanted the new lens, which is native. And more importantly, as you all know, with the native lenses, they allow a lot more light in. And the biggest thing for me also for this one is that it doesn't extend out or go back in. So it's just basically one size. You're holding it. You're zooming outside the lens itself. So that was another key factor for me. I just like that look and effect of it. And I remember shooting with the Tamron version, and it was just, just constantly
the
going
Tamron
in and out,
does zoom in and out physically.
Yep.
Right. Physically, yeah. So that's for, shooting stuff that's far away and air shows and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
that's
perfect for wildlife, perfect for daytime sports. Mr. Kuna wanted to add something.
Yeah, and that's really what I was going to add. I mean, it doesn't matter, Nikon, Canon, and Sony, we all have options in this, but the key being, if you want to have a lightweight alternative to those big honking lenses that we all know that we see everybody use, and they're great, for wildlife, and all that, but a lot of times we don't need for an air show, or aviation, wildlife, telephoto, extreme telephoto stuff, we don't need like a 600 f2.8. It's nice, but it's also like $25,000, So, I mean, and it also weighs a lot. And that's really, I had an incident this last year where I used to be able to do a lot of that stuff. I herniated a disc in my back. I had to have surgery. I'm definitely more limited now. So I've started to get a little lighter and get a little lighter. And I'm telling you, the Nikon, Canon, and Sony have some great lenses. Like Terry just talked about, what's shown here on my screen, the 180-600 is a great one. But on the Canon side, they just released one that I really think is like my optimal range. This, for me, is the optimal range, and that is the 200 to 800 RF. About the same cost, a little bit more, but you're getting to that 800, because that 200 to 800, when you're doing stuff like we're talking about here, that 600 is nice, but that 800 is really nice. And then on the Sony side,
I agree.
Getting out to 200 to 600, there's a very comparable one on the Sony side. That's a great lens as well. So right here. So
very nice.
One of those lenses is great if you're looking to get some reach without breaking your back.
Yeah, and one more thing for folks who shoot safaris. I've never had someone come back from a safari to Africa that said, "I wish I had a shorter lens."
Oh yeah.
All they ever say is, "I wish I could have gotten closer. I wish I had brought in a longer lens." But bringing an 800 millimeter lens was crazy up until now.
Yes.
That really is.
But I mean, if you really think about for what it weighs, I mean, that's what. Now I could say I've got this on pre-order. I don't have it yet. I have not used it, so I cannot speak to that. But being at 4.5 pounds, I mean, for what you're really talking about, getting an 800 millimeter and then all the way out to 200 millimeter and having that whole range for 4.5 pounds, I'm sold.
Oh, absolutely. Also, Larry Grace says you are going to love the Nikon 180-600. All right, Larry Grace, I need you to go back and watch last week's grid, because I wore a custom-made shirt last week, hoping that you would have watched the show. Did you see my shirt? Was it on the grid or was it?
Yes, yeah, and you had the custom-made shirt on. Yes,
was it on the grid?
It was last week on here. Yeah. Well, no, maybe not.
No,
I take this back. Maybe
might have
not.
been on one of the webcasts.
Might have been on one of the webcasts.
Oh, Larry, I've got a shirt that's going to make you more jealous than the 180-600. I custom made it. It's an aviation-related shirt.
There you go.
Larry.
Well, maybe next week on the grid you'll wear it.
I can just send you a screen capture of it from the company I had printed.
There you
go. Jerry says, I am totally green with envy. Andres says, ooh-wee, the Z180-600. That's a hot one.
Yep, definitely.
Yes, agreed. All right.
Definitely, yeah. And it also took a while. I got one more category, then I'll turn it over to you guys, and I can come back and do more, because I got a whole box behind me.
Oh, gosh.
So I got all kinds of stuff. This is from a company that you probably know called Lume Cube. Let's see if I'm holding that right. Yeah, Lume Cube.
Yep.
So Lume Cube, I've got 3 of their things that I'm going to show you real quick. This one I actually like because I travel with case, and what it looks like besides a club and weapon is this is a retractable. Hang on, if I can get the legs out there. A retractable light stand.
Yep. I've been using that, Terry, for 3 years. Those things are great.
Just keep going. And just keep going.
Yep.
Wow.
And you got this, 5-6 foot, 5 foot light stand at least. That's lightweight. It's got legs. It just basically compacts down. Very easy for travel.
You know what? And those are great. Those are great, Terry, too. I use them a lot for. I use them for light painting out in the field.
Do you know what they call a light stand without legs? Because he said it has legs. They just call that a stick. It's a stick.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good one, Terry.
Lume is this is where I got this is one of the first one of their products I got. I don't even know if they make these anymore. I think they make a version of this. This is the Lume Cube Lytra, and it's literally a cube. That's where the name came from, and it's a basically battery powered light that goes super bright. So put this in front of a diffuser, and you've got some nice portable light to take with you that's rechargeable, and if you're in an emergency situation, you can turn on the flash, whatever. But just pocket size, battery powered, USB charged light.
All right, nice. All right, Terry, we'll have you back in
And
just a
last
few.
one?
You got more.
One more.
Okay.
One more. And this is one that I turned Scott onto, and I've been loving these. And this is a LumeCube, their new LED light panel. So very lightweight. Comes with everything you see, the barn doors, the diffused panel, and battery operated. So the battery is, and you can plug it in to use it if you don't want to do it on battery power. And it even comes with, so you get 2 in a kit, carrying case, including the remote. So let's see if I can make this come on. Usually when it's been off for a second, it takes a second. So there we go.
Yeah, great stuff.
The remote lets you do, what do you call it?
Warm up the color.
Color temperature.
Warm up the color. 3200 at the press of a button. You can dial it down. You can dial it up. There's also presets for how bright you want it just by pressing the button. So if I want to get it down to 25%, one click down to 25%, one click up to 100%.
Yeah, those are phenomenal. I have them in my own studio at home, and I use them for Zoom calls and stuff. And they're terrific. I mean, they are really, really great. They are ridiculously bright. I run mine at like 25% all the time. They are ridiculously bright. That's them, and they're temporarily out of stock because everybody wants them.
There you go.
And the battery lasts a long time. Terry mentioned that they're
All
battery
right,
powered.
A long time, yeah. So they did it right. They looked at all the other light panels out there for the price. They just said, here, for all the people that go out and do stuff on the road, videographers, bloggers, whatever, here's a kit, reasonably priced, that does everything you would want.
Comes with the light stands and the carrying case. A nice carrying
Yes,
case. It's
that
very
too.
small. Yeah, it's a tremendous deal. All right. Well, Terry, you're going to stick around. You have some more stuff, right?
I got stuff until you want me to not say stuff anymore.
Okay. All right. So I've got one, and then I'll give it to this one's out of stock right now too, but it was just in the other day. This has got to be the deal of the year. 2 128 gig 1066X Lexar Professional Speed. Two of them. That's $29. It's $15 a card for a fast 128 gig. You give someone 2 of these, they're going to think you spent $150. But anyway,
don't tell them that.
It's a great deal. It is temporarily out of stock, but luckily we're so far in front of Christmas, you'll be able to get it. Just get on the request assistance or whatever. They have a list where they will tell you, okay, it's back in stock.
All right. So I got something though.
Ooh, what's this?
Here, but this is actually in stock.
Oh, finally.
So this is, a lot of people ask me, like, I do a light painting at night a lot of times of the Milky Way, and they ask me, how do you get that done in one exposure, all light balanced, all that stuff?
How do you do that?
The secret is getting a very good LED light that you can color temperature and tint and hue balance, all that stuff, and this is it. If you want the like Mac Daddy of light painting lights for that kind of stuff, it is the Luxley Fiddle.
Now it must be pretty small because I see a picture of it on top of
it. It is not big at all. It is
look at
about
the picture
that
over the
big.
left. Yeah,
right. So I mean, that's how big it is a Luxley Fiddle, and this thing. You can not only color balance to any color temperature, but you can actually change the hue, adjust the saturation, all that stuff, and then put it into different modes, and it'll do different effects for your light painting. It'll also do different things where it will actually mimic gels. It will do all different types of gels. So you can cycle through any kind of gel, CTO, CTB, any gel that they've had. It really is. This is like the light to end all light painting.
Hey, when are we going to get flashes that have built-in CTO gels?
Hopefully soon.
Seriously, why isn't it built in? Right?
But anyways, yeah, that's and they've got a special right now. It's not a cheap one, but if you want the one light to rule them all for that kind of stuff, that's what I use.
All right, hang on. All right, I've got a stocking stuffer. And it's from our friends at Rocky Nook. This would be give your photographer friend that you don't like that much. No, I'm just kidding. It's like it's just $15. but it is these cute little pocket guides, right? So it's like a flip book. You can keep it in your camera bag, and it just has photography essentials in it, things that you'd want to know. It says exposure basics, camera settings, lens info, composition tips, and shooting scenarios. And one of the things it should say is don't go out on the edge of a cliff like this guy here, because you'll probably die. But that's page 42. Anyway, but you can get this at rockynook.com. It's $15. That's a great stocking stuffer for a photographer, friend of yours. Hey, we have to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to have a couple more. I see Erik queuing up some. I've got a few more, and Terry, of course, always has more. So stick around. We'll be right back with you here on The Grid for our holiday photographer's gift guide. Don't go away. As we slowly pan, smooth, slow.
Hi, I'm Karen Hutton. Join me for how to plan a trip to a location you've never visited. Whether you're an expert photographer, you plan trips, but it still makes you nervous, maybe you haven't planned a trip, or maybe you just wish you could. Whether you're flying, whether you're driving, whether you're taking a train or some other mode of transportation, you'll learn how to decide, develop, dedicate, and dig in to create the adventure of your dreams, whether it's a long trip or just an afternoon. We're also going to cover where you got to be on the inside and how you have to train to maximize your time, your money, and your effort on your next adventure. So join me on my next class at kelby1.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
All right, we are back. Scott's here with Erik, and standing by in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, is Mr. Terry White. Erik, what you got there?
Well, so, one of the things that we have nowadays is a lot of us are using our mobile devices. They're great cameras. They are mirrorless cameras. That's what they are. They have a lens with a sensor and multiple lenses that you don't have to interchange. So they're great devices for us to capture images with. But one of the things we need is a way to support that. And I know we've shown on the show previously, like the Pocket Tripod Pro, which is a great one that credit card size kind of brings out. But, there's this one from Really Right Stuff here. And I want you to just look at this for a second, because this is a great one. I've used it. But if you look at it, it's expensive, right? It is expensive. And that's Really Right Stuff. It is great. However, Platypod released something just last week.
Yeah.
And this thing, I've been using it now for about a week, and I have been actually using it. It is on par with what's going on, the quality, the build, the use, as that Really Right Stuff one. I mean, obviously, you could argue certain things, but for $34.99, this has to be the deal when it comes to those mobile clamps. This thing is rock solid for what it is. And that's really the difference with when I was using the Really Right Stuff one. It is rock solid. A lot of the others that I have are just, they're good, but they're not rock solid.
Not rock solid.
This one, for the price, is up there. And I tell anybody, if you want to get somebody that, and what's great about it is you can see even the bottom, that's an Arca Swiss size adapter at the bottom. So you don't even have to put another plate on this thing. It just goes right onto a tripod right for there, or it'll go and screw right into a platypod as well. So it's just great overall, being able to go to the platypod, go to the tripod, not have a bunch of different accessories. I'm telling you, this was a home run. And I can see where you can see on their site that they've sold 681 of those have been pre-ordered. I think he said he has 1,000 of them that are going to be shipping out. So you can take, if you buy it now, you can get one of those spots where you're going to get that device. But $34.99, that's a great price.
It is a great price. All right, I got one for you. It's a plug-in, and you're going to think, why do I need this? That's what I'm going to tell you. So it's from On One. It's called SkySwap AI. Yes. And you might think, hey, I've already got, a sky replacement thing in Photoshop. Yes, you do, and you already probably know how limited it is. This one is not only unlimited and will do things like create sky reflections and all that, because everybody asks about that. Will it do a reflection in water or in the, concrete or whatever that has the reflection of that sky? No, Photoshop's won't, but this one will. But this one also comes with, check this out, let's go a little deeper, 125 built-in skies from Occudrone. So they've got incredible skies. Look at some of these skies they've got. And it's just a much more robust sky swap. So if you really, and here's what I want to point out, look at the price. It's down to $24.99 for Black Friday. Buy it right now.
Wow.
While the getting's good. SkySwap AI, that is from On One. So go to onone.com. Up at the top where it says plugins, you would click on SkySwap AI. $24. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good.
All right. Is that what I think it is, Eric? Are you showing that next?
Oh, I don't think I can show anything. I think they're bringing stuff up.
I can show it.
Yeah, another one that I would suggest if you're going along those and you're wanting to eliminate noise and add sharpening, you got to check this one out. On One No Noise AI. It's a great tool for wiping out that noise in your photo. Yes, there is things you can do at the raw level anymore inside of Photoshop and Lightroom. This is just that next level stuff.
Plus,
that you want to go to that next level.
What else has it got built into it?
The sharpening. It's sharpening. So it's also, you're doing the noise and the sharpening all at once. It's just really nice to have that. So yeah, check it out. On One No Noise AI.
Very, very nice. All right.
So Terry's going to have some more stuff.
Terry is. All right, Terry, what you got?
All right. Well, the first thing I'm going to show is this. I didn't think about it till literally just now. I went and grabbed it out of my office because people always see these and they're like, I want one of those. And I'm thinking they make a great gift. And that is something you won't find at B&H, you won't find on Amazon, you won't find anywhere else.
Oh, Terry, you froze.
And
as soon as you held it up, you froze.
The Lightroom pillow.
Okay.
Yes, the pillow.
All right, so
Am
it's
I
a
back
pillow.
yet?
Yeah, you're back. You have a Photoshop pillow and a Lightroom pillow. Where do you buy these?
You buy those at adobemerchandise.com.
Wow, I like those.
So people just always want decoration for the studios, their offices, their whatevers. If you want pillows, you got them. All right, so that's the first one.
Very cool.
Second one. So iPhones, 15s and 15 Pros went US, a lot more connectivity than you had with the Lightning port. And this is a dock by Pluggable. And this will work on your iPad as well. Hang on, let's go there. Oh, back here. This will work on your iPad as well. It's got, USB ports, power, but more importantly, it's got your card readers. So if you want to import cards right into Lightroom Mobile, for example, directly from your memory card, you can do that. You want to go HDMI out. You want to plug in power. You can do all that, even Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet with this one dock. So you plug this in via USB-C to your computer, to your iPad, to your iPhone, to your Samsung, to your whatever, and you've got all this connectivity in this one pluggable dock, which I think is around the $30-something range.
That's pretty
Not
good
mistaken.
for that type of thing. Who makes that, Terry?
Pluggable. Plugable.
I'm going to guess the last letter was E.
Pluggable.
Yes.
Pluggable.
Oh, yes, the last letter was E. Sorry for the cutouts, guys. It's a Skype thing. I'm Skyping in. So, last one, and I'll talk about this. I actually have a third-party case for this, but what's inside is what I'm talking about. And these are the Rode, R-O-D-E, Rode Wireless Go microphone.
Yeah.
So I have the 3-pack, which is 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. So one goes on your camera, your phone, your mirrorless, or whatever, and the other 2 can be used on your subjects to record those behind-the-scenes videos, those interviews, those things those storytellings, all those things. That's all wireless and rechargeable. So I bought a rechargeable case. This is not by Rode. I don't even know who makes this. But I bought this off Amazon, so I keep them stored in there and then plug this into USB-C on the back to charge everything at once, as opposed to having to charge them up individually.
Well, that's quite nice.
So best sounding portable microphone I ever had, and I would recommend, if you're going to go this route, somewhere in here. Here.
Yep.
So the Rode Smart Lav.
Oh, yeah,
Go with that
love
as your
those.
microphone, because I always laugh when I see people wearing this big thing on their collar as the microphone. So don't do that. It's got a microphone in port. Just plug your regular lavalier into it, and you'll look cooler on camera than having this thing attached to your collar.
Yes. Yes, Terry.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is an epidemic out there of people attaching those things to their collar and just having them hang on.
I know. Whenever I see it, I crack up.
Yeah.
All right. And
and me both.
Let's see what else I got over here.
Creepy mannequin. Don't forget
Creepy mannequin.
Creepy mannequin is always good to have around. It lets
Yep.
you practice lighting, see how the light shapes on the face. It's if you want to get better at portrait photography, get a creepy mannequin.
Creepy mannequin. All right. Last but not least on this round, and this is just by, actually I got 2 things. Real quick. This one is by one of my favorite power companies for powering devices, portable batteries, chargers, all that. Anchor. And if you're still using that 10-year-old phone charger that you got that was nice and cute and small like this, that came with your iPhone 10, dump that thing, because it's extremely slow charging any of your newer devices. This one does 20 watts, just like the bigger Apple one, and it's a fraction of the cost and a fraction of the size as well. So this little cube, they even make one that's got 2 USB-Cs, and it's a little bit more obviously in price, and they even make one with foldable prongs, so they make a variety of these little chargers that will charge your devices much faster than the chargers that came with your devices.
And those are from Anchor, A-N-K-E-R.
A-N-K-E-R, available on
Anchor
lots
stuff is
of-
great.
lots of Black Friday deals on Amazon right now. Last but not least, I feel like I inspired this because I complained enough and they fixed it. So as you can see above me, I use Westcott. I switched all my lighting over to Westcott. So I was using continuous for Westcott and strobes from Elechrome, but now I'm using Westcott for everything, because it came out with the strobes that I wanted, and Elechrome still hasn't come out with the strobes that I wanted. So Westcott all the way for the whole FJ series was the trigger. Like the trigger, very smart, Works, one trigger works on all your camera brands, great, but I hated the dial on it. So they switched the trigger out and gave us a regular buttons for up, down, left, right, and enter, as opposed to that stupid knob that was in the front. So highly recommend if you're your gift receiver as an FJ Westcott user, switch over to the X3M trigger, and you'll be much less frustrated when it's time to change settings on your lights.
Hey, Terry, we're looking on Amazon. They've got that Anchor, that one you just showed, the IQ3 for $15.99. It's 30% off.
Can't beat it.
Black
and that's
Friday
actually
deal.
the one with the
that one's with the foldable
legs.
Yeah, that one's even
so
better.
The other one might even be cheaper.
Yeah, that's pretty good though. $15.99.
Yeah, but yeah, it is true. I mean, if you have those fast chargers, your phone will charge so much faster.
And that's a
Terry, all we heard was
that one you did, or than this one, or it can charge. So that one will charge an iPad at full speed as well as a phone.
Yeah, I'm going to get 2 of these while I'm thinking about it.
Just order them. They are great. I love those things. I have the same things.
Yeah, you can't beat that. That's hard to beat. Okay, I've got one. So stand by, Terry. All right, so let me get it here. All right, so this ties into something. This is a gift that I've recommended for many years. If you're going to give a gift, well, you can give a gift to anyone. It's especially a very personal gift to give to another photographer, which is one of your prints. So what I recommend is, if you're not really a avid printer, send it to a photo lab. So and so I just did a webinar, and I believe you can still watch it free on the web.
You can.
Where I take you through the entire process from the very beginning. So I tell people that are coming to this webinar, I say, get an image that you want to print, get it all ready to go, sharpened, everything ready, and then we're going to go through the process of from the beginning in Lightroom to take it all the way through the print. And then in the class, in the webinar, I actually we create an account at Bay Photo Labs, just bayphoto.com. They now, I will say this, they gave us a special discount. We called them and said, hey, we're going to do this thing. Can you give us a discount? They gave us 35% off. They don't do that anymore. It was only good for one day. However, if you've never been with them before, your first order, you get 25% off, which is still pretty good. So go to bayphoto.com, sign up for an account, and then go watch my webinar. Where can you see my webinar?
The webinar is for Kelby One members. So that was a Kelby One members only. Members only. So if you're a Kelby One member, that's right in your members only section. If you're not a Kelby One member, we happen to have a cyber deal going on right now. If you go over to kelby1.com, as we saw earlier, so you can sign up and you could still get that webinar as well.
There you go. But anyway, sending somebody one of your own prints is such a personal thing. I've received prints from photographers over the years, and it's really a very nice. You're giving of yourself. You're giving some of your own art, and it's very. It just
comes alive when it's in print.
And it comes alive when it's in print in a way. Sending someone,
especially nowadays when we don't see it as much. It's just when it comes alive. Nice it's like, wow.
Oh, and by the way, in that class that I did for Kelby One members, or the webinar that I did. We had everybody print a 16 by 24, and we laid it all out. I took you through all the things. Literally, we saved it as a JPEG, uploaded it right there live. I think mine is already at the house. So there you go. All right. We are running out of time for today, but I can see that Erik got something. Here we go.
Got something.
All right. Let's see.
This is something that if you're an iPhone user, you can just tune out for a second, because I know this is not going to be for you, because I know I use an iPhone and I use an Android. I'm fine with both, but I know that this is a very polarizing topic. However, our buddy Rick Salmon, Kelby One instructor, he's been really using the heck out of something that I've been turning him onto, and that is the Galaxy S23 Ultra. This is Samsung's flagship camera. If you are using Android and you're a photographer and you're wanting the best phone camera, better than the iPhone, it is this. This camera is amazing what it can do. Now, why I'm telling you this right now is I've actually heard some big rumors that they're actually going to be removing the feature that I love about this camera, and that is that it has a 10x zoom lens, optical. And if you go check out Rick's work, if you go check out Rick Salmon, he actually just took this down to Antarctica. And, you know, it was amazing to see what he was able to do, and actually was on the Chicago and New York local news talking about this. And it was just amazing to see. And it's fine. I mean, I know iPhone people, they have their thing. I use both, and I'm fine with both. But at the end of the day, it is amazing. If you're on the Android side and you're looking for the best camera, it is the absolute 100% best. And I'm hoping the rumors aren't true and they're not going to go down to doing what the iPhone or Android and Google are doing and going like a 7X or a 5X, because that would be really bad if they do it.
Okay.
Not today. Not today.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
The government of South Korea thanks you for your contributions. Okay. Moving on. Terry, what do you... Oh, wait, hold on. We got some comments here that are very nice. Bill says, I watched your webcast and my photo from Bay Photo will arrive today.
Awesome.
Natalie says the webinar step-by-step was great. Thank you, Natalie. Stu says, my print should arrive next Tuesday. Can't wait to see how it came out. And James says, mine comes Friday. So, all right.
Awesome.
I love to hear that. Let's print. Let's print.
Yes.
All right.
And we got a bunch of winners too for a contest. So we've got the prize winners. The Photoshop for Digital Photographers book is going to Alec Hunter, and then the How Do I Do That in Photoshop book is going to Bill LaFlemme. And then let's see, we got the V flat is going to Christopher Williams. The Platypod disc is going to Sarah Becker, and the Retouch for Me Mattify is going to Doug K. And then if you just email us over at the grid prize at kelby1.com, we will verify permission and send you out your prize. And you are right. It is for children too, because children can use it just as well as adults.
Yeah, they can.
But they can't use that iPhone because it can't zoom in past 5X.
All right. We before we go, we've got some real quick shout outs, and then I want to hit Terry up one more time. James says greetings from North Phoenix. Dave says hi from a cloudy Cincinnati. Therese is here from Somerville, Florida.
Yeah.
Summerfield. Sorry. Summerfield, Florida. I don't know where that is either. Diane says holiday greetings from Pittsburgh. Thank you, Diane. From Pittsburgh, California. Let's see. Dale says hello from Indianola, Iowa.
Yeah.
It says happy Thanksgiving. Thank you very much. Kathy's here from Sand Springs, Oklahoma. And Dan says hi from Cave Creek, Arizona. Thank you guys for watching. Mm-hmm. All right, Terry, we're way over time, but you always have such good stuff. What else do you got? Give us one or two more and we'll wrap it up.
All right. And I have exactly one or two more. So this works. So first one is if you shoot portraits or you're shooting in studio, you want a good tethering cable. And my favorite tethering cable company is a company called Area 51 Cable. They make a variety of different crazy lengths. Actually, they have the repeaters built in if it's super long, USB-C, USB 3, whatever your USB port is on your camera or your computer, they've got a cable combination to go with it. Since all my stuff is USB-C, I like their little L shape, and USB-C goes into the computer and all set there. So that's one. That's Area 51 Tether. And so that kind of goes in the cha-ching category because their cables aren't cheap. The next thing is, this is definitely in the cha-ching category, but it was actually Scott who turned me on to this company, and it was worth every penny because I don't anticipate having to buy them ever again. So it's a set of filters by Case. So these are neutral density, they're polarizers, you buy them, you buy the adapters, you buy the size for all your different lenses that you're going to put them on, and you just buy whatever set of these that you want. I should probably take it out of the plastic. They're probably a little better to see. And they're magnetic. So they just magnetically attach to the adapter, and you don't have to screw them on. You screw the adapter on, but then that's it. Anytime you want to switch out a filter, you just pop one off, pop one on, and keep shooting. So my last trip to New York, where I shot in the skyline using neutral density, these were amazing. So this is Case. They sell them on B&H, sell them on Amazon, and you will get sticker shock. But they are
they are really nice, and they're quite expensive.
Yeah, they're worth it.
Yep, they're very, very nice.
I'll never plan on buying them again.
The name of the tethering cable company someone's asking was Tether Tools.
Oh, no.
His
was Area 51.
Area 51.
Oh, Area 51.
Which is a
Area
great
51
place to go.
Cable.
Interesting.
Company. Area 51 Tether Company. That's it.
There you go. Area 51.
Area 51. Okay. Well, we've just about run out of time. By just about, I mean we're 15 minutes over. Well, now we're 16 minutes over. All right. What's happening? Are we back next week? We are?
Yes, we're here next week.
What about Monday? What's Monday?
Cyber Monday. You want to join us for Cyber Monday? We've got a couple. We've got a webcast at 11 o'clock in the morning. You can join us over at kelby1.com.
That's
11 or right o'clock. Here, wherever you're watching the show, you'll see that one as well. So if you're on Facebook, you're going to see it there as well.
All right. Well, first off, thank you very much, Terry, for joining us today. You are awesome and have great stuff. Terry, I already ordered those 2 Amazon things. They're delivering them today by 5. It's pretty good.
Isn't that amazing? Don't we live in an amazing time where you can order something that you just saw on a webcast on your computer and have it delivered the same day?
Yes. And get a Black Friday deal on it on top of it. And it's not even Black Friday. That's not even for 2 more days.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you very much, Terry. You're always great with these things. Thank you. I always love learning about new stuff and losing money during my own show. So thanks.
I always have a box of stuff.
You do. You always have a box of stuff. All right. Well, thank you very much. And Terry, we wish you a very happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace out. All right. Well, also to all of you, thank you very much. Thank you to our sponsors. You know what we're thankful for? We're thankful for you guys. We're thankful that you watch us. Like 500 and something shows, got like 530 or 540.
It's way up there now.
Ridiculous amount of shows we've done so far. We're very thankful for our sponsors. I'm thankful for our whole crew here, and Jason and Erik and Juan, Christina and Ron, everybody. And today, Dobson as a bonus. The bonus of Dobson are all here coming in on the day before Thanksgiving to make sure we could get the broadcast out. Thank you all. I hope you have a very wonderful and happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Mr. Kuna,
yes.
Anything to add to
No, I think you said it all, and now we're going to see the beautiful jib work of Dobson on the way out here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. And look at that. That's better than you did last one. That was just much better. Oh, God.
Oh, it fell apart. Oh, it's all.
Uh-oh.
We know who looking like this for real. We know who looking like that. We know who looking like this for real. We know who looking like that.
I am a portrait and wedding photographer based in Valencia, Spain.
I do mainly commercial and editorial photography, and I retouch up to 100 photos a month.
We shoot almost every day for all kinds of clients, such as commercial, beauty, and fashion. And we retouch our work more often, like every other day.
I used to spend over 1 hour for one photo.
If we want professional results, we must remove skin blemishes, do micro dodge and burn, highlight eyes, whiten teeth, and even reduce wrinkles in clothes. And this can easily take me up to 2 hours of work for each photo.
So when I saw that there's a plugin for Photoshop that helps you retouch quicker, I was eager to get my hands on it.
I read many feedbacks about it, and I found a lot of positive reviews, which made me to consider buying my first plugin.
One of the challenges we have at the end of a session or wedding is to achieve an edition in our photograph that look natural. This is where retouch for me has become a game changer.
I love the feature that you can pick how much effect it has on your photo and you can adjust it accordingly to your style.
I saved a lot of time and always end up having amazing result with my work.
I am extremely happy with the quality.
Now I am more efficient and have more time to spare with my family.